Your team won today 73-60. First, your thoughts on the victory?
Well, it was a nice victory because we were able to come back in the second half and play our style of basketball. I thought in the first half, Baker did a good job of making us play their way, and they did a better job of being prepared, and they came out stronger, and it hurt us. Fortunately, we were able to cut it to 5 and came out in the second half, and we started playing the style we want to, a little more pressure. Everybody was on the same page defensively, and we didn't just settle on shooting tough threes. We got the ball inside, we got some transition baskets, and that made a big difference. It was a really, really nice win for us because any conference game is tough, and to pick it up and get to 6-3 the first 9 games is big for us. It's a big stepping stone for the program.
In the second half, your team was down by 10, but then about midway through the period, your team started to play well defensively. That allowed you to win going away by double digits. What do you think was the turning point in the second half?
We got a nice lift from the bench. I thought Raylan Nuss was very efficient, had 8 points in just a few minutes. Obviously, Ashley Nyakundi gave us a big lift in the first half off the bench, and I thought Kyra Williams was huge. Came out, put some pressure on the ball, allowed us to get into our tempo, and we had a couple kids banged up, and when Kyra stepped up as a freshman, it was big for us. And that hard work, that effort that they gave was a real big reason why we were able to take over and get the win.
Your bench outscored Baker 41-16, and Central Methodist outscored Baker 19-4 in second chance points.
Yeah.
Talk about those two.
That was key for us, second chance points. Fancher didn't play for them tonight. She's a nice piece of the puzzle, and that helped us certainly. But one of the things we knew coming into the year, or coming into this game in the scouting reports, they really attacked the offensive glass, but they also gave up some offensive boards. So we had to make it a point to crash the glass, but also make sure we kept them off of that. I think we did a pretty good job. As far as bench points goes, we're really legitimately bringing 3, maybe 4 hack starters off the bench. Sammy Dunger as a senior, Raylan Nuss as a junior. Those are big-time scorers that come off the bench for us. And when you bring Kyra and Ashley Nyakundi and some of those others off the bench and give you that lift, it's an advantage for us. And I think they're starting to really buy into that we're bringing in players against their 6, 7, 8, 9 that we're probably better than, and it's helpful, and it was big tonight for us.
Carly Abbey, Tawanda Sutton, and Kyra Williams each led your team with 11 points this evening. Talk about those 3 players and their play in the game.
Well, when Carly gets 11, those are bonus points for us, and that's a good thing. Carly averages around 6. She has potential. When I coached her in junior college, she had games in the upper 20s, and she had a game earlier this year in the 20s. But when she gets 11, it means she's getting a lot of garbage points. She's working extremely hard, and that's big. Tawanda's a good player. Tawanda's came in at break, and right now she's battling a little bit of conditioning just because she missed preseason, but she's done an excellent job. And Kyra Williams off the bench, which, like I said, that's a big spark plug for us. But what was key for us tonight, what's key for us when we've been successful, it's nice to get a couple players at 20, 25, 30, but when you have 7, 8 players with 5 or more points, you're really tough to guard. It's really challenging, and I thought we had that tonight.
Brittany Lloyd and Sammy Gathercole each came up with 3 steals. Talk about their play defensively.
I was really pleased with Brittany because she's not feeling real well and really struggled in the first half, and I was into her pretty good, and she responded nicely and came back and played hard. It was a real big catalyst for us getting some transition baskets along with Kyra, and that lift defensively was really the reason we were able to extend the lead. It looks like when you score 44 points in the second half, it's an offensive effect, but it was really the defensive effect that allowed us to get some transition buckets, that allowed us to get some easy buckets on the outside because we were getting inside as well.
How do you use this victory to help propel you through the rest of the regular season?
Well, the good news is, we finished the first 9 games. We go 6-3. I still think, we could have picked up another game here or there, but we're learning from some games. We had a close game against Culver. Tonight's game we had to come back in. We're learning some things, how to win, how to lose, and how to be better as coaches and as players. I think the good news is we have some time. We do have this Thursday off, which is kind of an anomaly in the schedule, so we have some time. We're going to regroup, get in the weight room. We're going to make some adjustments, add in some new things for the second time around the schedule. And it doesn't mean anything really, but it means that we do have some confidence to change our plight where we're normally at in the standings traditionally, and it gives us an opportunity to really know that we can be victorious against some of the better teams in the league.
Your team defeated Baker 73-60 today. First, your thoughts on the win by the team.
We were a little slow in the first half, but second half we stepped up and decided to work hard, and I think that's what let us pull away.
You had 11 points you had 11 points to go along with 3 people on your team that scored a team-high 11 points. Talk about first-year play individually. What you think allowed you to play well today?
Well, I knew I had to step up because our other point guard is hurt and the other one was struggling a little bit. But I just knew I had to step up, so just tried.
Your teammates, Carly Abbey and Tawanda Sutton, each had 11. Talk about their play.
They're hard workers, you know, getting to the basket and everything. They just go out there and work hard. I mean, that's pretty much the basis of our team. If we work hard, we'll do well.
Your team, the Central Methodist bench outscored Bakers 41-16, and you outscored them in second chance points 19-4. Talk about the play of your players off the bench.
Well, usually we don't get much playing time, so when we do get in, we try to make a difference. And today it just happened to work in our favor.
Talk about this play of some of your other teammates that allowed y'all to pull out a win today.
Well, we all just, I don't know, it was a big team effort as long as we keep each other up and encourage one another.
Your team rallied from a 10-point deficit in the second half to win by double digits going away. What made the difference, do you think, in the second half?
Well, we knew we want to finish high in conference, so we knew this was a must-win game, and then it's a teammate's birthday, so we just felt that it was necessary for us to step up and pull forward and do what we're supposed to do.